jamais vous voir de nouveau. Alors, c'est quoi que vous portez?
I'm Donna. I'm a contemporary artist, and
my name's Gary Cass. I work as a scientist, but we've come up with, of course, the Guinness Dress and the wine dress.
so this here behind me is the Guinness Dress, which we've grown from the use of turning bacteria into vinegar, and it smells, a bit like the sort of day after the night before. But please feel free to touch it as well if you come here and have a look. So this is the Guinness, and over here is the wine dress. Well, basically, Gary was working on a number of projects using the technology here, and I was working on the Fungus Dress, which is also in the show, and we just decided over a glass of wine, why don't we just put the two together, see what happens. Okay, this piece is a living fungi dress made out of the fungus Pycnoporus conocchius, orange bracket fungus, and basically I've fed it special nutrients in the laboratory and grown it to produce this colour, which changes over time ever so subtly from white through to orange. In terms of the inspiration behind the dress, I really wanted to challenge people's perceptions of body-garment relationships, and also our relationship to the natural world and the commodification of the natural world, which is why I chose the form of fashion to present the work.
I've got a degree in horticulture. I majored in viticulture. I thought it would have been a cheap way to support my alcoholism, but I've come across this material here is really a contamination for a winemaker. Okay, and I find that quite interesting, that something that's seen in one industry as a contamination now could be seen in the textile industry as something that could be the future. So, and the great thing about this whole room that I'm not sure that viewers are aware of is that the bacteria that produce cellulose here are broken down by the fungus in Donna's other dress. So I come across this material that grew on top of a vat, and I literally had to get into the vat and scoop this material out. 10 years plus before I'd met Donna. Then working with Donna and her other project, the fibre reactive fungal dress, we sort of thought, wow, wouldn't it be interesting if we could, and being in that same lab and discussing things together, that we could apply this material to, the textile and onto the body. Yeah. Now, the bacteria that's responsible for making this material is called Acetobacter species. They convert the alcohol to acetic acid, which most people will know as vinegar, and the byproduct of that is that they spin out little microfibers of cellulose, which we would know in the fashion industry as cotton. Okay. The issue that we're having at the moment, and it's been worked on by several places around the world, is that when it dries, because the fibers are quite small, they tend to break, they tend to shatter. So to keep it wet, we do get the flexibility, and we've had it on the body, we've had it on models, and we've allowed them, and they can wear it quite comfortably.
Yeah, it's quite durable in terms of they work for quite a long time as well.
There's a Professor Malcolm Brown in America at the moment who started a company called Global Cellulose, I believe, and he's seeing this as a huge potential of making sheets of cellulose, or what we may see as cotton, for the industry, and start to mass produce it. And that kind of brings issues to us as well, as an artist and scientist, as a project, an art project. This was funded as an art project. Provocative objects that hopefully would generate discussions about future fashion, and I think it does that. But do we need to go down that commercialisation line?
I think there's a happy medium with that, because our society is based around a lot of capitalist ideas and systems. So I think as an artist, to be able to have that opportunity to take your art into that system and then infiltrate it and maybe change it and change people's ways of thinking, particularly in relation to the conference we just saw, and how people are becoming more concerned about the ethics of production and consumption, green technologies, those sorts of things. I think to have that opportunity and to take that step is an exciting thing. Yeah.
But wouldn't it be wonderful if we've got Prada, Versace, then next year's fashion might be Cabernet Sauvignon, Guinness.